Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So I've got lots of exams on at the moment. At the end of January, I've got 6 exams. So I should really be studying for them, but it's so boring. So I thought, oh, I'll make a YouTube video. And I've always been put off filming my own workouts because my gym has a sign saying can't film. So, and I like to get someone to like film me. Because it's hard to find like the right angles, but I went ahead and I just thought I'll try filming my back workout, see if I can actually do it, and I did. So that was really good. Like I managed to get all the right sort of angles, and I managed. I mean, it's not the best video, but I wanted to do the voiceover, and as long as you can see what I'm doing, like as you can see the exercise that I'm doing, it doesn't have to be some sort of amazingly produced thing. So yeah, I want to share with you my back workout. It's a bit different to my last back workout. And my back workouts, they're the one workouts that I can usually I usually change up a bit. I'll go in every week and do something different. Whereas with like my legs, I'll do the exact same thing like every week. So back workouts are quite good to do. Yeah, so I'm just gonna share with you my back workout, and I want to tell you guys about something as well. So I'll just go get that. So I'm filming on my iPhone for a change. Just I can't find the stand for my camera, so I need to find that when I've finished exams and stuff. But for back day, I really recommend to use grips. Now I know like when a lot of people be like, no, you need to like use your own grip and like improve it, but I mean, you want to be lifting quite heavy weights, so these are the grips I use, and I don't see many people use grips in the gym. So, but I think lifting heavier is more important than improving your grip strength. And like I've got quite small hands, and I've never had very good grip, and like I could improve that if I wanted to, but grips are easier. So I use okay, so I don't know if you can see what this is. So instead of like your standard strap where like you have to like hook it in, this is really good because it has like its own sort of like wrist like a thing to go around your wrist, and it's a bit easier because it's got like this sort of thing that hooks through, and then you've got the strap sort of dangling, so you can like leave this on and like then just use it as you need it. And it also provides a bit of like wrist support for like other bits of your exercise, like, and like obviously it's not sponsored or anything, but like this is Rip Fit. I'll link it in. I got it off Amazon, so I'll link them down below, and like they're really cheap. I think they're like £10 when I bought them, and I've got a spare pair. I actually broke them yesterday because I took the stitching off. So I mean, I won't vouch for they are quite good quality. I've had them for about 2 years now, and they've been fine. But bearing in mind, I won't be lifting like loads. Like I lift my weight, which is probably not very heavy. I'm not lifting like hundreds and hundreds of kilos, but I just think they're quite handy things, because I did used to have the standard wraps, and they were always like really tight on your wrists and awkward to like hook it through, and these are just much better. But I would just recommend any sort of wraps when you do back. You can use them in your rows, in your pull downs, in your deadlifts, anything, and then on leg day, if you do like certain leg movements, it's really good to have them as well. So it's a good piece to take with you to the gym. Yeah, and I hope you guys enjoy my back workout. I'll start playing that now for you, and I'll check in at the end. So see you in like 1 second. So I'm starting off with deadlifts, and this is something that I used to do at the end of a workout, and that's because of how Dorian Yates used to do his workouts, and I used to follow what he did quite closely. But since I started my bulk, I haven't done like a proper bulk in like a year and a bit, so I wanted to focus on strength, because as I've been cutting throughout the past few years and like the past year, I've lost a lot of strength. So obviously I'm just starting off on 50 kilograms, and that's not, I mean, it's not very much, but it's gotten easier over the few weeks. So I'm about to do this for 12 reps, which is quite good for me. Like, this is the easiest this work has ever felt, so I'm glad to see I'm still gaining strength. But yeah, it's I used to do them at the end, and but I say I used to do them at the end. I used to skip them a bit because you'd be so tired after the end of your workout. You wouldn't want to do deadlifts as well. So I'm focused on them for a very long time. So I'm glad to be focusing on them now, and just trying to see how. So it's about strength and not building muscle in a sense. Although I think deadlifts should be able to build a good amount of muscle as well, and just make your overall back stronger. And I think it sort of increases, like, testosterone, because it's such an intense exercise. So I've put on 2 10s on either side to make up to 70 kilograms, and I'm going to do this for 5 reps or 6 reps. As if you saw before, when I do deadlifts, I don't touch the floor, at least for the first few, until I start getting tired. That's something else Dorian Yates used to do. Just like, you don't have to touch the floor at the end of your deadlift. It really can isolate your back if you don't touch the floor, if you just sort of stop just before you touch the floor. But then I thought, well, if I did that, I'd do way less reps. So towards the end, I'll put it back on the floor, and then deadlift it from there, just so that I can squeeze as many reps out as I can. As you can see, I'm doing it here. So I did 4 sets of deadlifts, and I started off with the 50 kilogram barbell, and then I've stuck at 70 for the next 3 sets to do about 5 reps each set. And I think next week, I mean, even though I haven't really gained much strength at this point, I think next week I'm just going to stick 2 5s on and just see if I can do as many reps as I can with that. Probably only be about 3 reps, but I think I don't want to keep sticking at 70. I want to try get a bit heavier, as I think my bulk will only be a couple more weeks. I don't think I'll be bulking for that much longer. I'll have to just see what I'm at the end of January. I make my best gains when I do quite long bulks. So, and this is a lat isolation exercise on cables. I did 4 sets of this, but I didn't film it all because there's just someone like running around and like looking at us. But this is really good to get your mind muscle connection for your lats, and this is very important. A lot of people need to work on being able to isolate your lats. This is important for all your exercises later on, like this one. But I couldn't get a good view of this exercise because you're not actually allowed to film in this gym. So it's hard to do this slyly, but I managed, even though the manager was sort of walking around. But I was just trying to see if I could get a good view of this one. But I think you know what it is. It's like a lat pull down machine, and this is one of my favourite exercises for back. It's a really good mass building back exercise. When you do the undergrip, you put yourself in a much stronger position than doing like a wide grip or an overhand grip. You should do under close grip, and keep your back arched a bit like a C. That'll put your back in a stronger position, and you can really go heavy with this. And I just do my standard 4 sets, 15 reps, then 12, then 8, then 8 again or less, and get heavier with each set. That's how I do it. And I go up to 40 kilograms with this one, it's been a while since I've done 40, so that's good. It's good to get a bit stronger. Now this is just a barbell row, every time I talk to people who lift, like I don't meet very many people who lift often, but you know, I'm like, you know, what do you do for your back? Like, do you train back? Because that's one thing people will ignore is the back, and I'll be like, oh, what do you do on back day? And then they'll be like, doing this and that, and I'll be like, do you do barbell rows? And they'll be like, no, because I can't feel it in my back, and I'm just like, how can you not do barbell rows? They are in my opinion, they're the most important exercise to do for your back. Just going really heavy on these is so beneficial. But a lot of people can't feel it in their back, or they don't feel it working their back. And the only thing I can say about that is it's actually a weight. You do need to sort of lift quite a heavy weight to be able to feel it. Otherwise, you start using your arms more. Also, make sure you activate your lats, like pre-exhaust your lats, so that you've established some sort of connection with your lats. You know, you can feel them as you're repping your weight, and you don't actually need to bend over that much. Like, I think people think you need to be bent over like right at a 45-degree angle, or 90-degree angle, but you don't. You can. What I do is I stand up in a deadlift. So like this, I'll deadlift it up, stand up with it, and then you just lower yourself to like where like the bend, which I mean for me goes past my knees, but for other people it'll be different. But you don't actually need to bend over that much. So about 45 degrees or a bit more, and you know, you don't if you bent over right over, you'd be doing something called pendlay rows, which is actually something for like rear delts and upper back. It's essentially this cable exercise, but with a barbell. If you think about it, if you're bending right over to do barbell rows, so just film yourself do your barbell row if you can, and you'll feel it in your back, especially when you start going heavy, and it will be the best. It's the best exercise for wings, essentially. And this is just a little exercise I like to do. I feel it in my rear delts a bit and stuff as well, so it's nice to sort of work out rear delts a bit, and it works out like your upper back. So I quite enjoy this one, and I leave it towards the end of a workout because I can't go very heavy on it, because I can't wrap my grips around the thing or anything. Going heavy on this would be quite awkward, so I go as heavy as I can, but with like when you can go heavier on like barbells and stuff because you can use grips, and so with those cable, like the thing that I'm gripping on, it's hard to wrap your wraps around them and stuff. I've got a very bad grip. And then I want to do something for my traps, and I was just doing dumbbell shrugs. It's too short a range of motion to actually feel anything, and I just feel a proper strain in my neck. I don't feel a strain in my traps, so I don't know if I'm doing them wrong, or if it's just not a good exercise. I've tried barbell shrugs and they're similar, probably a bit better than dumbbell shrugs, I think, but I mean, obviously, I should do a bit heavier than 10 kilograms, but I just wanted to get the form right, and I don't know. I mean, I think traps should be built by rows. Oh yeah, and then if you're going to massively overdose on protein, do it after back day. I think back day, I mean, other than leg day, should be your most taxing day. And, this is just, I cooked it really well, so I wanted to show off how well I cooked it. I thought it looked very, like, aesthetic. Enjoyed watching my back workout. I do enjoy voiceovers. It's just hard to like time yourself to whatever exercise you're doing to talk about that exercise and stuff. But I hope I got all my points out in the voiceover. Just to address on Instagram, I said something about being ill and going to the gym. I'm not that ill. I wake up with like a blocked nose and stuff. It's sort of like when it's just sort of in your sinuses. I'm not like I can feel my throat as well, and so I'm not ill in the sense that I feel too ill. It's just such a pain. Like with like, there was one day where I was like really tired, and I went and had like, I went to bed and I was like feeling sorry for myself, and then the next day I woke up and I was fine. So no, I'm not like really ill. I'm just got like a general cold. So but I do have a problem with going to the gym when I'm ill, like, because I've planned it. Like, I'm going to the gym and then I'll be ill, and I'll be like, but I'm going to the gym. Like, it's really bad. But I don't like missing the gym, so I have to feel quite bad to miss the gym. Yeah, so this will be my last video for the year, I think. So yeah, Happy New Year, and if you guys celebrate Christmas, I hope you guys have a good Christmas, because that's next Tuesday. But yeah, I hope everyone's having like enjoying their holidays, enjoying spending time with family and friends and loved ones. But I'll do that, but I'll probably be I have to do like quite a lot of revision, so this isn't gonna be like my best Christmas ever, or like my best sort of like New Year's, because I have 6 exams at the end of January that I'm not feeling too confident about. So yeah, so that'll be me. So hopefully I'll have and I might try do another video after the new year. I've done leg day and I've done back day, so it'll either be a chest and triceps or a delt and biceps video. So if you guys have any preference for any of those days, just let me know. A lot of people asking me for like physique updates. I could do them, but I'm in my bulk now, and like I don't look very good. Like, to be honest, like but that's something you've got to accept in a bulk. Like, I've just I haven't really got that much definition and stuff. I've looked a lot better, but I do need to put the size on. So I can do some physique update in the next video, but it won't be that impressive. So just to let you know. But yeah, anyway, I always sort of go off on a tangent, but yeah, enjoy your holidays, and Happy New Year, and see you guys next year. Bye.